Okay, so this is obviously going to be a three-part video because I'm not going to delete the first video, even though it's only like 3 minutes. I'm not going to delete it. So my stomach hurts right now, but I'm not going to allow my stomach hurting right now to stop me from completing my video. I'm going to continue what I've started and make sure that I complete my mission, because I know it's important to do so, because somebody needs to hear this story. So I'm going to continue to tell it. So, being as though I used to stay in the room a lot, I was about to say all the time, but not all the time, but a lot. um, I had made a decision to start coming out of the room more, trying to hang out with him and his people. His brother was living with us at the time, as well as one of his best friends. So I was like, you know what, let me start trying to like hang out with them a little more and stop being so antisocial. And that's what I started to try to do. And one day, I had heard him talking and geeking and laughing and playing around and everything out on the porch. And I was all the way upstairs in the bedroom, and I heard him. So I was like, let me see what they up to. So I got myself washed up, got myself dressed, got myself together. And I went downstairs and came outside, and I saw it was a female out there. And I was like, oh, hello. How you doing? Like, like, hi. And here she go. Like, she got real quiet. He got real eyes big and everything. And I'm just sitting in the mix like, hey, what's happening? Because I heard everybody, I ain't say it, but I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, I heard everybody having so much fun before I got down here, so have fun. Keep having fun. So I'm like, hey, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Or whatnot. Everybody got so quiet. It's almost like I stopped the party. I'm like, I don't want to stop the party. Don't make me stop the party. Got me sounding like Cardi. Don't make me stop the party. I don't want to stop the party. I want to join the party. Let's party. And it was just awkward. So that might have been one of his other females that he probably was messing with too. Because that was the last time I seen her. Because I guess I made her nervous. I don't know, because she never came around again. When she was on the porch that day, she said that she was a neighbor. So she obviously lived in the neighborhood. She said she was a few houses away. So, being as though you ain't never come back, y'all had something going on. And I broke that ish up when I came outside. So, he thought that, I guess, I was going to stay upstairs like I did when he had the other girl there that he was messing with. And it kind of like shocked him, I guess, when I came downstairs and started actually spending more time with everybody. And that's another reason why I started to make the decision to like try to be more social, because I'm like, I block myself from really seeing some stuff that I really need to see when I'm so antisocial. But the only reason why I'm like that is because I'm so sensitive to the frequencies, the thoughts, the emotions of people. And I feel such a heavy weight sometimes on my shoulders, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, when I'm around other people that are ladled down with stress, ladled down with craziness, ladled down with wild-ish on their mind. I feel all of that. So that's why I cannot go around everybody all the time. Like, I literally have to prepare myself to come around other people and to be surrounded by people. Like, I really have, like, that's really how I am, y'all. And honestly, to God, for real ancestors, y'all know, I want so much to get some genuine friends that's so much like me. That love like me, that look out like me, that make sure you good like me. Like, ancestors, help me draw them to me. Because That's the love I need. I need the love that I give. But that's the love that I have not been receiving. I haven't been receiving the love that I give. I've been receiving some BS. Because people don't really know what real love is. They know what BS love is, and so that's what they give you. Because that's all they know about. And I'm really tired of making myself be okay with this bull crap, excuse my language, but this bull crap mentality and rendition of love that is toxic as hell, that people keep throwing on me and trying to tell me because they have an interest in me that I'm supposed to have just as much as an interest in them. Not the case. Because if you don't fit what I need in the package of what I need, then there's an issue here. And the problem is, if you truly love me, you want me to be able to obtain everything that I need from my loved one, whether it be family, friends, significant other, whatever. You don't want to put yourself in a position where you're not allowing yourself to get what you truly need and what you know you truly need, because you're putting other people who you don't even know what their true motives are, wants and needs before your own. And then people be demanding for you to do this. They do. Like, I had my boyfriend recently tell me, and I was like, no, sir, that is not the case. I had him recently tell me, you supposed to take care of me, I'm supposed to take care of you. No, sir. Actually, no. He said, you're supposed to be responsible for me, I'm supposed to be responsible for you. No, sir. We are responsible for ourselves. We are grown behind adult people. We are responsible for ourselves. The only thing that is a leverage when it comes to a relationship that makes you feel like you have a responsibility to a person is if you make an agreement that you'll do this or you'll do that for that person if they make that connection with you, which most people do, and which most people don't obtain and maintain. Instead of obtaining and maintaining, most people fall off after some time when they feel like you've gotten used to them and you won't leave. And then they switch up and change up on you and expect you to stay with them forever. And they don't respect the fact that even if you do love them, you cannot stay with them forever because you love yourself more, and you know that they are not willing and or capable of giving you everything that you need. So if you stay stuck with them, you are literally going to stay stuck in a position where you're not going to be able to continue to grow. Because you stay stuck with somebody that is going to have you stay stuck. You're not going to be able to grow because you have not let them go. See, you wouldn't have to let them go if they made the decision to say, you know what, whatever is needed to be done, no blocks. I'm not blocking anything. Whatever is needed to be done to make sure that you stay with me and you want to be with me and you don't ever want to be without me, I'm willing to do. If that's not the case, then you need to let that person go. Because the only thing that you're doing is holding them back. Honestly. Now, if y'all are in a mutually beneficial friendship and or relationship where y'all may need each other at that time, then okay. At that time when y'all need each other, be there for one another as best as you possibly can. But then you have to walk away from the situation, because if it is not the best for you, if that person cannot do everything that you need your significant other to do, that means they're not the best for you. The best person for you is the person that is able to meet you on every level that you need to be met on. Okay? If they can only meet you on a physical basis and on a physical level, and any other level they get messed up, they get confused, they can't meet you there, they block themselves, they shut down, you don't need to stay with them forever, because you need to know and you need to recognize and you need to realize that this is exactly the type of relationships that hold you back and make you never be able to reach the extent of who you can really be in your life, because you stay stuck with this person that would not allow you to continue to gravitate to growth as opposed to gravitate into staying stuck. We do not realize that a lot of times we stay in our own ways because we keep the wrong people in our lives for too long. A lot of times you're not standing in your own way because you're just standing in your own way. No, you're standing in your own way because you keep not allowing yourself to let go of people that clearly have shown and proved to you that they cannot be there for you. But sadly, as being one of those people that has had that problem and that struggle, I know that one of the reasons why we might hold on to people too long is because we feel like that we don't have anybody else. And when you feel like you don't have anybody else, you be like, well, the world already makes you feel like a terrible enough loser when you don't have anybody. I mean, you know, when you only have a few people. So when you don't have nobody at all, how you think the world gonna look at you then? And the thing about it is, I really don't give a daggone how the world look at me. My whole twist is, I have a brand that I'm building. I have a respectable name that I'm building. That I have survived so many crazy things and been able to uphold my character and my personality despite any mistakes that I may have made along the way, because I definitely made mistakes. I will not be one of those people to sit there and pretend like, oh, I don't make mistakes. I don't do those. Yeah, I have made mistakes for sure. But at the end of the day, regardless of whatever mistakes I've made, I've done the best that I can to obtain a lesson from those mistakes, so that they're not just mistakes and they just stay there. No, they're lessons that I've learned from, and that I know that if I ever run into a circumstance or a situation similar to that again, or if I have a friend or a loved one that run into a situation like that, then I know how to help them. I know how to guide them and direct them if they need, or I know how to guide and direct myself if I need be, or if I have any children, I know how to guide and direct them through those same type of circumstances and situation. Or with my platform here, I can help and guide and direct people that are part of my truth tribe that's really looking for answers, and that may have built some type of, great level of respect and appreciation for my opinion. Because most of what these videos are is my experiences, my opinions, the lessons that I've learned. So I said all that to say this. I got out of my comfort zone and decided to start to be around him and around his people. And I believe that gave me more insight as to what he was doing behind my back, and sometimes right in the same space, but still behind my back, because he knew I was in a different room. So he would do disrespectful things like that, and then turn around and try to tell me that I'm cheating on him and try to imply that I'm cheating on him. So I'm not exactly sure of the exact argument that we were in at that time, but I know it was around him going through my phone. He went through my phone, and he had found old messages. It wasn't even nothing recent. It was old messages that I had, with old friends or whatever. And he was sitting there, y'all know, he was really sitting there trying to hold those old messages against me and argue with me about old messages before we were even together. When I tell you that man Reds was out of his cuckoo behind mine, yes, that man was crazy. Because I was like, sir, you can see, even though you had no right to go through my phone, because let's talk about that. He had no right to go through my phone in the first place. But being as though he did, he could see that the messages that he was sitting there bugging over was messages between me and people way before I was with him. So it's like, dude, why are you bugging? Take several seats, okay? And he didn't like my energy of making him like really calm his behind down because I wasn't doing anything, and making him feel stupid because I was showing him that you're the dumb buoy that's sitting here got a bomb behind shorty. Like, come on, like, look. Hello, you got this at home and you steady sitting there looking for something else. Right while I'm in the same house with you. Like, you really drawing, bro. So instead of him taking the responsibility and recognizing that, all right, I'm caught, she caught me, like I was doing her dirty right up under her nose, and she literally caught me. Instead of him taking that, chalking that and taking that blow, he decides to start attacking me. Attacking my character, coming at my neck, being mad disrespectful. And I'm like, okay, if you're going to get disrespectful, I can get disrespectful. But now, mind you, I don't like to get disrespectful, baby. I really don't. Honest to God, yo, I like to be nice. When I say I like to be nice, I really do. It's getting dark. I really do like to be nice. Seriously. I don't like to be mean. I don't like I call my cat a meanie beanie. I don't like to be a meanie beanie. I like to be a sweetheart. So when people try to pull that mean girl out of me, it just, first of all, it offends me, because it makes me feel like you really trying to control my behavior right now. Like, I see you, but I'm not finna let you do that, because you don't control this over here. I'm the CEO. You're not about to take my place. I know you thought you was, but let me correct your brain and let you know you wrong. But that was the real situation. It was like, and then he really got pissed when I told him that I talked to his old girlfriend. When I told him, oh yeah, and I know about your little girlfriend that you had here when I was here. And I didn't know she was here because I used to stay in a room at that time. I talked to your little girlfriend. Ooh, y'all, he was so mad at me. He was mad at me like I was wrong for talking to her, but he wasn't wrong for effing her while we were in a whole relationship. Really, I'm wrong because I'm figuring out that you was a dog the whole time. You sitting there trying to make it seem like I'm a dog. I'm the one that's wrong. So when I realized that he was just really being a jack, y'all fill in the blanks, I said, okay, I'm not even going to stay in the same room with you anymore, because we lived in the same house and we had stayed in the same room because we was a couple. I decided to move to another room and everything. And he got even madder because of that. And we ended up getting into it over this situation, because it was like a few days that we was like having problems with this shit. Excuse me, with this situation. So one particular day came where I was thinking that our relationship was getting better, because I ended up back in the bedroom with him that we used to share, instead of being in my own bedroom, which is where I usually was at, because he was getting on my nerves. So I was thinking that things was getting better. I thought wrong. So I'm thinking things is getting better. We vibing. We cool. Do. He gets the drinking. Oh boy. Like I told y'all, he was either one or the other. He was either a very happy, cool, smooth sailing drunk, or very mean, nasty, disrespectful, evil drunk. So this was the day that he decided to be Mr. Evil Knievel. And we got into an argument. Did I put my hands on him? Absolutely not. But he put his feet on me, though. I'm sitting here. We arguing back and forth. And I'm telling him, I'm like, yo, you acting crazy. You sitting there trying to tell me that I'm cheating on you. I found out that you're cheating on me. Da-da-da-da-da-da. You know this nigga picked up his foot. Blah, right in my chest. Thank God, thank you God that I'm a strong woman. So it didn't hurt me. It hurt me emotionally. Because I was like, you're supposed to love me. You're supposed to care about me. You're never supposed to put your hands, feet, or anything like that on me. So it hurt me up here. But other than that, like, it didn't actually hurt me. But I was like, I couldn't believe this big behind dude. Like, because he was a very, very big guy. Like, my boyfriend that I'm with now is very small compared to this guy. This guy that I'm talking about, Red, was a big guy. Big and tall. And he had big feet. Size 12 feet. So, fool, you gonna sit there and put your size 12 foot in my chest? Little old me? Really? Just because I caught you? When you called yourself trying to catch me? When I wasn't doing anything to catch? So, after he put his foot in my chest, literally, I decided, you know what? I'm going to go back in my room and go back in my shell. Because, you know, I tried to be cool with you again. I tried for us to be good again. But this is how you repay. I'm not going to do it. You know, he kept harassing me. He kept coming in the room. He kept harassing me. He kept trying to intimidate me. Then he came in there and tried to hit me with the broom. Yeah. He tried to hit me with the broom. But I wouldn't let, I was moving, baby. I was not about to let him hit me with that motherfucking broom. And then he tried to hit my TV. He tried to break my TV, y'all. Look, yo. This man put me through it. So, when he was acting all crazy like this, yo, I was like, you know what? Now I gotta defend myself. Because you done already put your foot in my chest. He had already hit my arm. He did hit my arm one time with the broom, but after that, I got that broom from his ass. Because excuse my mouth, but I got that broom from his behind. Because I was not about to be sitting there getting beat by no broom with no, you crazy. Bye, boy. So I got that broom from him. This is what we not doing. And I fought it. We started fighting. We stopped fighting when I saw him leaking. Like, I saw him bleeding. And I was like, oh, oops. I didn't mean to go that far. But that's the thing with me. That's why I be trying to, like, make sure that I do the best that I can to, like, stay in my higher vibration. Because, yo, when I go low, I go low. I'm laughing, but it's not funny. I go low, okay? These guns ain't for nothing, baby. Like, okay? So, I could definitely protect myself. And that's exactly what I did. And, when I seen that he was bleeding, I got very nervous. Because I was like, oh my God. He's bleeding. And he was leaking. Like, he wasn't just, like, bleeding just a little bit. Like, he was leaking. Okay? He was like, oh my God. So, when I saw that, I'm not going to lie to y'all. I'm the one that called the cops. Because I was trying to get help for him. I wasn't calling the police. I was calling the ambulance. Because I was like, my boyfriend needs help. he's bleeding. But instead of sending the ambulance, they send the cops. So when the cops come, he gets to them before I do. And then they come up the steps arresting me. And I'm like, why am I getting arrested? Oh, all this blood around here is not yours. Yeah, it's his. That's why I called the cops. That's why I called you guys to help him. Because I saw that he's bleeding. So why are you arresting me now? Because of defending myself? Because that's exactly what happened. We were fighting. I was defending myself. And he got seriously hurt, obviously, because he's bleeding all over the place. And they was like, well, we have to take you in, ma'am. Because he said that he would like for you to get arrested. Actually, I'm lying. They didn't tell me that he said that. I saw it. What happened was, he talked to them first. And they came up, but they didn't really come up and look around too much. They came up, looked around a little bit, and then told me that I gotta get dressed and come downstairs. No, matter of fact, they told me I had to come downstairs. They didn't tell me I had to get dressed, but I just put something on and came downstairs because they was talking to him, and I wanted to be a part of that conversation because, first of all, I was the one that called the ambulance, not him. But they didn't send the ambulance. They sent the cops. So when I came downstairs to talk to them, I overheard them asking him, do you want us to take her into custody? Because if you don't want us to take her into custody, we won't take her into custody. But if you want to press charges, then we have to take her into custody. And he said, yeah. I heard him say yeah. Even though he lied to me later and said, no. After I had gotten locked up and everything, he sent me all these lawyer stuff and all that kind of stuff. Sent me a letter and everything, talking about some stay strong, I love you, da-da-da-da-da. Whole bunch of craziness, okay? And I'm like, how you love me and you gonna tell me to stay strong and you the one that told them to lock me up? Because I actually could have got you locked up, but I chose not to because I'm like, I didn't call to get you locked up. I called to calm down the situation and to get you some help because you was leaking. But you decide to tell these cops to lock me up. So, like I said, after I got locked up, he ended up helping get me out. Did he have to pay bail or something? No, because ain't nobody had no bail money. I didn't have any bail money, and his behind was my ex at the time. So I know he wasn't going to be able to pay it. So, I decided to share that story with y'all because I wanted to let you guys know, if you're with somebody that's physically abusing you, if you're with somebody that's clearly showing you that they don't care enough, they might care to an extent, but they don't care enough for you to make sure that they don't put you in harm's way or they don't do you harm themselves, you need to get away from that situation. But you need to be careful, be smart, be calculated, and be very specific on how you decide to adjust and change your circumstances, situations, so you don't land in it again. Because too many times we have the same experiences over and over again because we never learn. And I just pray for me and my tribe that we get used to learning from our bad experiences, that we get used to using our bad experiences to sharpen our skills, using our bad experiences to figure out how to do things better for ourselves and put ourselves in a better position that we've ever been before, and be proud of ourselves at the end of the day. Because it's like, okay, we made it and we got there and we've gotten ourselves there, and we didn't let the world sit there and try to make us mediocre. We stepped out of that mediocrity and said, I know I can be better and I'm going to do exactly that. And do it. Let's stop complaining about what we don't like and start fixing stuff. Let's stop sitting here talking, just moving your lips, but not moving your body, not working your mind, not getting yourself in a mode where you can actually feel like, yo, I did something to actually change my circumstances, instead of constantly complaining about the same thing and not doing anything to make it change. Let's make it a regular thing to make a habit of changing our behavior when we recognize that we're doing something wrong. Not making excuses to be toxic, because that's what Reds used to do. He used to sit there, oh, I love you so much, like you have no idea, but I just got issues and I got problems that's never been dealt with. Okay, so you don't need to be in a relationship with nobody then, bro. Let's stop being selfish and realize that, wait a minute, hold up. I'm not healthy enough in my mind to be in a relationship with nobody, because I'm too toxic to the point that I can fuck them up. Excuse my mouth, but period. Sometimes that's the curse words is the only thing that can really explain the situation at that time, and at that time that was that. Sometimes you can really F up the ones you love because of your toxicity, and then you get mad at them because they end up toxic because of you. It's just a vicious cycle. Stop it. Cut it off. Pull out the scissors. Where the scissors? Pull out the knife. Cut it off. Stop it. Because at the end of the day, what we need to realize is that change is the only thing that's constant in life. Whether the change is for your good or for your demise, doesn't matter. Change is the only thing that you can count on. You can't count on somebody always being there for you. You can't count on somebody always loving you. You can't even count on somebody always hating you. Only thing you can count on is that change is always going to occur. And if you ain't ready for it, you'll get caught up in it. So, on that note, y'all, what I learned is to, like I said, be very smart, be very strategic, be very, conscious of your moves that you're making, because it's your life. And you can't keep blaming the world for how your life end up when it's your life. So you can do what is necessary to change it. You can do what is necessary to make it better or worse. It's yours. It's under your control. That's why my boyfriend's sitting there trying to tell me that he's my responsibility and I'm his. That's not true, my dear. If you're watching this video, care for you very dearly, very deeply. But that's not true, babe. Okay? We are not put down here to be responsible for other people. We are put down here to be responsible solely for ourselves. Now, what we claim and say that we're going to do, we're responsible for. But we're not actually responsible for that exact person. The only people that you are exactly responsible for is yourself, unless you have children. If you have children, you are responsible for those children. Yourself and your children. That is the only people you are responsible for. That is the only people you have to feel obligated to be responsible for. Other than that, you are only responsible for what you say you will do. So, if you say that you're going to take care of this person, you're going to look out for this person, you're going to make sure that they're doing better when they with you, then you're responsible for keeping your word. You're not responsible for them because you're not their parent, but you're responsible to keep your word to them. If you said that's what you're going to do, you're going to take care of them, you're going to make sure that they're going to be doing better when they're with you than they were before they met you, then your word should be your bond. My ex used to say that. Reds used to say that. Word is bond. But your word should be your bond. People should have that much faith in your word to know that, if they said it, they're going to do it. Now, mind you, sometimes things happen. Sometimes stuff might happen that makes you to the point you can't do something, or you have to do it at a later date or later time. Okay, that's different. Then you go, okay, we gotta change the date, we gotta change the time, whatever the situation is. Okay, boom, boom, boom. But other than that, you are not responsible for anyone but yourself and your offspring. And whatever you tell someone that you will do for them. If you tell them you're going to do that for them, then you keep your word. Why wouldn't you? So, guys, I really hope y'all really enjoyed the video. I enjoyed bringing it to you guys. Much love to y'all. Much respect. I hope y'all are having an amazingly good week. My week is just starting, and trying to get things done, get things out of the way. So that's obviously why I'm doing this video. This video is one of the things that I'm doing. I believe that I'm going to probably do about 2 more videos after this, if not more. Y'all, I'm really trying to do the best that I can to consistently keep bringing you guys footage. Mind you guys, I be having to borrow internet and all kinds of stuff to bring you guys this footage. Yo, I be struggling sometimes. Y'all have no idea. I be struggling sometimes trying to get y'all this footage because my internet sucks that I have right now. And until my clientele builds up a bit more, and I get a lot more orders with my bedazzle business, I am like really struggling because I have to go to people's houses and use their internet and stuff like that in order to be able to upload sometimes, because my internet is literally just not strong enough. And so I'm getting things together so I can make that investment so that I can at any time be able to come and put out a preview and schedule videos so that y'all can be able to have that excitement of being able to wait for it. So I'm kind of excited to be able to do things like that, and I want to be able to edit my videos so I could stop having to literally upload like 2 different, 3 different, sometimes even 4 different videos. I've gotten a lot better lately, but I still had, just like for instance, this particular video that I'm doing right now is going to have 3 parts because I had people calling me in the middle of me doing the videos. So when that happens, it's not like I can pause and then start from where I started, where I stopped at. If I could do that, that would be such a great perk. But as of now, I have not yet figured out how to do that. So I will be figuring out how to edit my videos, loop my videos into each other so that I don't have to upload like 3 different videos for one subject, so that I can loop them together and stuff like that. I'm going to learn all of that. I'm going to start putting out previews so that you guys can like get that built up anticipation to be able to see certain exciting videos that I'm going to be putting out for you guys. But I have to get my internet, so guys, pray for me. Pray for me that I can get my internet very soon, that my circumstances get a lot better very soon, so that I can be able to get better internet, so that I can be able to bring you guys better footage, more consistent footage on a regular schedule. Like, I know you probably would like more of a scheduled uploads than unscheduled, but like I said, I'm going to people's houses and stuff to do this, so it's kind of, I'm like not really able to schedule it right now because I just have to upload when I can at this point. But when I get the internet that I'm trying to get, then I'll be able to upload regularly and schedule it and be able to really like tell y'all I got this coming up, coming in a few hours or in a few days, whatever the situation may be, and build that anticipation up for y'all so that y'all could be really excited to see the next video. All right, y'all. Thank you guys for watching. I love y'all so much. Thank you guys who have already become a part of the Truth Tribe. I love you. Thank you so much. Thank you for the watch time. Thank you for the hours. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, all that good stuff, becoming a part of the tribe. Thank you. And for those who have not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for, dear? Press the button. Push the goddamn button. All right? Push the button. Push the god button. It don't cost you shit. Don't cost you a daggone thing. Don't cost you nothing. It's free, daggone it. Press the button. Anywho, obviously you like the footage. You got this far, didn't you? Push the button. And while you're at it, press that bell to be notified every time I upload. So you can check me out probably before everybody else, and probably be the first person to make a comment and be like, hey, first of the tribe, here of the tribe, hey, in the comments, what's up? And I will definitely respond back. I always respond back to my people. I always respond back to my tribe. Y'all know I love y'all. You need somebody to talk to. You need somebody to confide in. If you got a crazy behind boyfriend like I used to have, sis, I'm going to call you sis because we sisters at this point. Sis, just be very calculated. Get it together. Stay focused. Find out in your mind what you really need to do to get yourself together. And do that. And come up on his butt. And then leave his butt. And on that note, peace out, ladies and gents.